Hello everyone.
Hello everyone. We're slow starters.
We are slow starters.
My name is Tatsu and
Yuta.
today we'll be recording the second episode done in English
To the world.
to the world. Before we start going to the main part, let us introduce what kind of channel, what kind of show we are producing. Yuta-san, could you explain what this...
Is it my turn?
I guess so. Could you explain what this show is about?
So our show is called Slow Starters.
Slow talk. Okay.
The concept is basically in our life,
Mm-hmm.
it's never too late to start anything.
Okay.
So it's like more encouragement. You can start anytime. You can be slow starter at any time, any point in your life. So we talk about our gain and pain through our life.
Mm-hmm.
That is the slow starters.
It's never too late to start. Yeah, that's our key message.
Now or never.
Now or never. So that's something. That's a little different, huh? Now or
but
never.
You can start. Oh no, you can start, and you have to start now.
Yeah, you have to start. So, those who are still like kind of hesitant to start something, then
You can start from now.
just start and see how it goes.
Let's go.
All right. So Yuta-san, today we're gonna be talking about.
Inspirational quote.
So we'll be talking about inspirational quotes or our favorite quotes. It could be from the letter, it could be from the book that we, our favorite books, or it could be
TV show,
or it
drama,
could be something
movie.
from the conversation
Yeah.
with our friends or mother
From Tatsu.
or whoever. Okay. This is something that we have actually recorded.
In Japanese.
We thought it would be interesting if we could introduce our favorite quotes, also in the English version as well.
Tatsu, could you share your quote?
Yeah, sure. I can start. So right now I'm holding the book called "The Mountain Is You," and this book is something that actually gave me a lot of good influences
Yep.
on my life. I myself could be very unstable mentally, and sometimes I could be really depressed, and sometimes I trying to get back to the normal state, in a better state. But this book, when I was reading in it, there was one chapter I was really inspired. It says, "Happiness is not something you can chase. The less you resist your unhappiness, the happier you will be. It is often just trying too hard to feel one certain way that sets us up for failure." I believe that I have a tendency to put myself into a lot of pressure to be happy. Perhaps because all my friends are very inspirational and successful. Perhaps probably subconscious pressure from my parents that I should be happy the whole time. And sometimes, actually most of the time, I couldn't really process or understand why I have to be happy all the time, right? But then, even this society says, be happy, be positive for no reason. It feels like it almost feels like a cult of being happy. So when I couldn't meet my expectation, I always put a lot of pressure on myself. Why I can't be happy? I start blaming myself and, start being very negative about who I am. It's been really difficult to accept who I am. But when I read this, I just realized that, you can't just chase happiness. Happiness is just is my natural state, right? And sometimes it's okay not to be happy. When I feel pressure to be happy, I try to remember this quote and make myself believe that, hey, I think it might be the time that I feel not happy, because I know it will come. Yeah, that's why this book itself is very influential, but especially this part, when I read it for the first time, I was like, this could be a life lesson for a long time.
When did you read this book?
Actually, May, when I was in Taiwan with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
May.
May, yeah. This
We are
2024.
recording this podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Very beautiful quote, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
sharing. What do you mean, like, pressured to be happy? Like, I think it's very interesting word
True.
because, like, if you want to be happy, or if you're happy, obviously you are not supposed to be pressured,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I was kind of curious. How do you feel? Like, why that is happening? Maybe you explain a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's a really great question. I believe that there are so many different definitions of, like, being happy, especially depending on, like, the people.
Yeah.
And I believe in my definition, in one of my definitions, of course, when I eat the food I love,
Yeah.
when I'm with the people that I love, and often I think it indicates my own peaceful mind. So when I feel peaceful, I feel happy. So basically, I think one of the definition of being happy is to be peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why that is pressured?
I believe that I had been educated to be happy by school, society, and also like social media
Yeah.
that I always
Instagram,
watch. Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube.
TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever the social media that we've been actually grown up with. And a lot of people say, hey, don't think about things too much. It's gonna be okay, and don't be negative, because being negative is one of the unhealthy traits that you can the human being can have, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And even my parents say, I want you to be happy. That's our wish. That's the only wish we have. And I was like, when I heard that especially from my parents, I love my parents, but sometimes I'm not happy, and I feel I'm not a good child.
Yeah.
So I feel pressure to be happy. And I think I describe myself, I'm a very sensitive person mentally.
Yeah.
And I have so many different emotions and thoughts going on in like 1 second.
Yeah.
And even like very hypersensitive, I would say. I try not to be more complicated especially when I'm with other people, for example. But I still feel like when I'm with someone, I still feel I have to be always peaceful. I have to be always positive. I have to be always happy.
Yeah.
Because I don't want other people to feel that I'm not happy, because that's not the right thing to do.
Do you remember some friend like sent DM to us saying 期待値が高い in Japanese?
Oh yeah. So we have higher expectation to ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's basically, I think, same, like pressured. You have your high expectation
Yeah.
to yourself.
I think I do.
Right.
I think I have been privileged to spend my life in a really good environment. Unlike my parents. My parents always tell me that I should be grateful for what I have, which I am, and always be kind to other people.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
But sometimes, most of the time, I cannot be kind to myself because I'm always battling against the pressure that I have.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not their fault, but yeah, I think I've been growing up with that, even up until now.
I'm just throwing my ideas, not
Yeah.
teaching you or giving you the solution,
Yeah.
because I don't know if that's gonna fit
Yeah.
or right.
Yep.
But when you have the high expectation, I
Yep.
think two ways. Either you lower your expectation,
Mm-hmm.
like, because it's high expectation.
Yep.
So if you make it lower,
Yep.
maybe you feel better. Or I think this is my case.
Yeah.
I have a high expectation.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make me feel
Mm-hmm.
when I fail to reach that expectation,
Mm-hmm.
makes me like unhappy. It doesn't. It's not equal, basically.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
So I think if we could find a way,
Mm-hmm.
one of these two ways,
Yeah.
either you lower your expectation to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
or you still have the high expectation. You fail to meet the expectation, but it doesn't mean you feel unhappy.
Yeah, I
Right.
think I feel anxious in a way.
Anxious.
I think I think you're absolutely right about it. It doesn't mean even if I meet my expectation, it doesn't mean I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
I feel bad to a lot of people. I feel I feel failure, to be honest.
I think that's coming from your kindness. I think you are very kind to other people,
But maybe not to not
to yourself.
Yeah, to myself. I think that's a major problem. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I feel that I don't meet my expectation, I start blaming myself because I just can't accept who I am.
Oh.
Because that shouldn't be the self I become. I become.
Interesting.
Yeah. So recently I learned a very important lesson from another book I'm still reading. Is to accept who you are,
Yeah.
where you are at. Then you can set the direction where you want to go. Then you know where to go.
Yeah.
Then you know what to do.
Mm.
Right? So it's been like this I have been like this since I was young. I always dream high.
Yeah.
I don't really see where I'm at now. So there's so many gap between them. That's why I always struggle to accept. I just always struggle to meet the expectation.
I think many people probably kind of same or like having similar issues, like having really high expectation,
Yeah.
but it's not reaching that
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
And there's a gap.
Yeah.
And you get
Yeah,
depressed.
depressed or
right?
sad or yeah.
But I think if it's like a slow starters concept.
Yeah.
If you are coming from really lower level of yourself,
Yeah.
a lower place, and then still you can aim the high, same
Yeah.
height,
Yep.
high expectation.
Yep.
On the way to reach that level,
Mm.
you may fail.
Yeah.
But then if you look down where you're coming from, you still came like a long way.
Sure.
So that situation, even you are not reaching the level, you still feel like, oh, maybe I can go, like, I can improve. You don't get like, demotivated or depressed.
Yep.
That's like how I think about it. Like maybe Tatsu was a very, how can I say, smart student or like
I
good
was
boy.
a good kid.
Good kid, right?
Very good kid.
I was not at all. I failed a lot. My mathematics exam score, terrible. English, ridiculous. Right? But I wanted to study English or, study abroad. And I had a presentation in front of a classmate or internship, at company, whatever. I screwed many times. But I was coming from really lower place.
Yeah.
So I don't get really, how can I say, demotivated by failing. I still feel this is, in the process. It's a process. Just trust the process.
Trust the process. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's very important. So the reason why I just share the one of my favorite quotes from this book
Yeah.
is because I think I recognize this as a very important step for being kind to myself.
Yeah.
You know, like step by step, I have to understand about myself even more, right? And I have to understand. I must understand. You know, like what kind of thing I want. What kind of people I want. What kind of person I want to become. And one of my really bad habits is to always chase happiness.
Yeah.
Right. So, stop chasing. Stop trying to be happy.
Stop chasing. That's a good word.
Stop trying to be happy is a very important step for me to become, or to reach my expectation or my goal or my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think
it's a good
also
reminder.
you can learn from Meshida,
our first guest,
comedian.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedian. Also Taisei Hayashi, the rugby professional player.
Yeah.
I think they're saying similar things, right? Meshida, whatever it happens, like basically that can be joke as a comedian.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So basically accepting the failure, right?
Yeah.
Taisei Hayashi, the rugby player, was saying, it doesn't matter whatever happens, or
Yeah.
in English, in Japanese, どうだっていい. So whatever in English.
どうになっていい。
Yeah.
どうになってもいい。そうだったよね。Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I think these people have the same high expectation, but they know how to deal with the expectation, or they try to, how can I say, it's hard to explain in English, but not push too much, not set too high expectation. They kind of lay down, get chill. So don't chase.
Yeah, don't chase.
Don't chase.
I believe there are two things you shouldn't be chasing. One, you shouldn't be chasing love or happiness. And two is a friendship. It's something that you have to build, especially love and happiness.
Yeah.
And then the friendship as well, right? So, three things you shouldn't be chasing: love, happiness, and friendship. So I think happiness is, like this book said, happiness is your natural state. That means you will return to it on your own if you allow the other feelings you want to experience to come up, be felt, be perceived, be processed, and not resist. The less you resist your unhappiness, the happier you will be. It is often just trying too hard to feel one certain way that sets us up for failure. So just don't chase the happiness. You just accept an unhappy thing, or I think it's just understand like where you're at and like who you are, and accept like the current situation. Then you will become more peaceful because you will know what to do next. Okay, that was
Cool.
my one of my favorite quotes.
Thank you for sharing.
Of course, thank you. Okay, it's your turn, Yuta.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. What is your quote that you wanna introduce?
I'm gonna go with this.
Okay.
Giving up.
Where did it come from?
Did I talk about my friend who works in China?
I think we've talked about that in a Japanese episode.
Japanese episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this quote came from my friend.
Yeah.
Very close friend.
Okay.
One of the best friends. He is a football coach.
Mm-hmm.
He was coaching in Japan, but now he lives in China for over 5 years.
5 years. Okay.
He couldn't speak Chinese at all when he went to China, but now he speaks in Chinese. He coaches in Chinese.
Mm.
He actually won the Chinese national championship.
Wow, that's great.
Fifth place, sorry.
Yeah.
Fifth place. But still, it's big tournament.
Yeah.
And he speaks in front of Chinese media,
Yeah.
right? You met.
I met him.
Him,
Yeah.
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 So how I found this quote was basically he was in China and I don't remember, he got fired or he basically lost his job in China, the coaching job,
Okay.
right? He came back to Japan. He was staying at my place.
Mm-hmm.
He needed to get a visa, but in order to get a visa, he needs an employer, basically, right? So he was searching it, and then he got the one junior high school team or elementary school team, I forgot, but football club in China.
Yeah.
Chongqing, I think.
Chongqing, yeah.
And in order to get his job, he needed to present his philosophy on presentation, and also he needed to deliver his coaching session in front of the coaches, right? If he didn't get the job, basically he doesn't have any options to stay in China.
Yeah.
Right. So he was at that point already. He was changing his teams 2 or 3 times, and sometimes he didn't get paid, and sometimes he argued with the team, and then this is third chance or fourth chance, I forgot, but he was definitely on the edge, right?
Yeah.
He basically he left everything in Japan and went to China without Chinese, speaking.
So he wasn't able to speak any Chinese that
Not
time.
at all. I went to China with him,
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah.
He arrived.
Yeah.
We went to Chinese restaurant or
Yeah.
a local restaurant.
Yeah.
Couldn't read a word.
Okay.
Couldn't
yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
So we saw some kanji
Yeah.
saying like beef. So we just ordered beef in English.
Oh, I see. I see.
Right.
Yeah.
But now he speaks
Perfect.
I think
Yeah,
perfect.
so very, very, fluent.
Yeah.
Yep.
So middle of the night, he was preparing for the presentation, right? He was not sleeping maybe like 3 or 4 nights. I mean, like very short amount of sleep time,
Yeah.
He was making presentation. So when I was watching his back, just trying to create a presentation,
Yeah.
of course he's coach, so he didn't have the experience to create presentation, the slides. But I could see
Yeah.
that he's not giving up.
Okay.
But that was not like right word. Oh, I'm not giving up, or you are not giving up.
Yeah.
I felt like this guy, it doesn't matter if he gets a job or not. He will try again. And if he doesn't get the job, maybe he comes back to Japan. He works for any low salary, part-time job, whatever he can get.
Yeah.
Makes money. He may go back to China.
Yeah.
And actually he did during COVID.
Mhm.
He had to come back to Japan.
Yeah.
He was doing some, part-time job, night shift.
Yeah.
But now, after the COVID, he went back, right?
Yeah.
So, what I want to say is basically he gave up, giving up. Once you give up,
Yeah.
giving up, you just keep going.
So no option
No option,
for
no failure.
giving up. Yeah. Just keep going.
Keep going.
That's the only option.
That's a way. In these like 5 or 6 years,
Yeah.
his English has been improving.
Is English?
Sorry,
Chinese,
Chinese.
yeah.
Chinese has been improving.
Yeah.
His work environment, employer, everything, the salary, improving. He now compete in the biggest tournament in China.
Yeah.
He's winning fifth place. So since then, like the word giving up becomes my kind of inspirational words. So for example, I don't know if I talked about the Olympics. So I was working for the Olympics.
Yeah.
For the Tokyo Olympics 2020.
Yeah.
I decided to pursue for the career in 2013 when IOC announced the host city of the Tokyo Olympics. The Olympics game in 2020 will be Tokyo.
Yeah.
That was in 2013. Since then, I was chasing the dream to work for the Olympics in 2020. And then gradually I could, step up the ladder. And 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2020.
Yeah.
Olympic year. I was feeling really exhausted, but I was committing everything. I sacrificed many things. Olympics was just around the corner.
Yeah.
Then COVID came.
Yeah.
Right? And then IOC decided to postpone the games next year. And we didn't know if that's going to happen next year.
All completely cancelled.
Exactly. Yeah. And people are saying, oh, you should cancel Olympics. Why are you doing Olympics? And after even postponing the games, people are saying, why you're still working for the games? Why you're preparing for the games? Right? A lot of...
You mean like after the decision
was made? Because I was working for kind of Olympic division team in the company. So people are saying, why are you working for the Olympics? Because of the COVID. Like, are you crazy? Like, are you going to do the Olympics? And I don't know.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Nobody knew,
Right?
At the time, especially,
Then, this, the quote came, basically, giving up. It's kind of similar in a way.
Yeah.
Get back to square one. Whatever happens, failure, rejection, you get back to square one. But if you know the goal, you can still keep going, right?
Yeah.
So what I thought about the situation, I kind of knew hosting Olympics games under that situation is probably not right.
Not right, as in like
the general like public opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Because
of COVID, I understood.
Yeah.
But there's a fact that I have been dedicating my life, and Olympic became the kind of beacon of my life. Like chasing dreams, getting inspired every day.
Yeah.
And athletes are same, probably.
Yeah.
Same or more than me for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Preparing.
They're sacrificing everything. So I thought nobody has a right to take it away from the athletes.
It's true.
Well, from me.
Yeah.
It's my right to pursue the games.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to I didn't want to argue with the people because I understand.
Yeah, you also understand the perspective, like the reason why people are saying that.
Exactly. But that was the only thing that I can control. Only thing that I can think about it, just commit it, just think 2021 Olympics is going to happen. And whatever, the result comes, I just wanted to put my 100% effort there.
Yeah.
And then if, cancel the games or, postponing again, I could accept it.
Yeah.
So my option was not giving up.
Yeah.
Just keep moving,
Yeah.
pushing, and whatever result comes, at the end, I accept it.
That's very beautiful. Yeah.
That quote basically came from this friend who lives in China right now.
Yeah.
This guy, legendary.
So when you look back that time, now it's 2024. So basically 4 years ago, right? When the Olympic was decided to be postponed.
Yeah.
And of course, you've been dedicating for the project for about like 7 years.
Yeah.
And then whichever the decision would like either being postponed or canceled. Either decision would probably make you feel very in a way kind of like make you like give you a lot of effect in your life. Now looking back that time and you gave up giving up,
Yeah.
right? How do you feel now, like when you look back, like
About the Olympics or about
like because you obviously been through those like rough moment, right?
Yeah.
And then you decided not, well, basically you gave up giving up, right? So you've been through that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? You became like a like in a way like a tougher, or like you became
definitely tougher. But I think this quote kind of made me think that way.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it didn't matter if we had the Olympics or not.
Yeah.
For me, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to push myself until the end.
Till the end.
And end result,
Yeah.
I didn't know. We didn't know.
Yeah.
We have the Olympics or not.
Yeah.
I just wanted to push myself and commit everything.
Yeah.
Everything left there. And then if, we have the Olympics or not, it didn't matter. So for me, right now, half of me like feel I wanted to have like normal Olympics. Normal Olympics means like without COVID, just having the Olympics game like a Paris.
Yeah.
But half of me like feeling it was a good experience as a professional.
Oh, I see.
You are chasing the dream like 7 years, right? And for the work wise, 3 or 4 years preparation, working with like all stakeholders, many pushbacks, right? And rejections and conflict you've been through. Then suddenly, one day, just gone. It's gone, completely gone, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you cannot control it at all.
Yeah.
That kind of rejection or happenings, you probably don't experience a lot in your life.
True.
So I'm proud of myself that I could deal with it. I couldn't get demotivated.
Yeah.
I didn't basically give up there.
Yeah.
So right now I feel in my life, whatever happens, I think I can deal with it.
Yeah.
Because I learned from that experience.
Yeah.
Sometimes middle of nowhere, something can happen and take it away.
That I think from what you just said, I can 100% resonate, because there are things that you can control, but at the same time there are many things that you cannot control. Let's say Tokyo Olympics. You have no control. You're not the
no control.
The
Public
top
opinion,
of IOC and
Prime Minister.
You're just one of the lot of people who was just working
lowest decision maker
on to lead the Tokyo Olympics. But what we can do if some uncontrollable thing happen, what you can do, or what we all can do, is to accept first the current situation, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the decision
Yeah.
was made, and then think about how you react,
Exactly.
and then that's something that you have been doing. I think that time, of course, and then up until now.
Yeah.
Like, I think you have faced a lot of difficulties,
Yeah.
Throughout your life, and you've accepted it,
Yeah.
and you chose to, accepted it, and then react,
Yeah.
in a really good way. That's something.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I accept it, and also taking the position, meaning like I want to live that way.
Yeah.
I want to have the lifestyle
Yep.
of not giving up, or it didn't matter whatever people say
Yeah.
or situation is.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put 100% effort to the Olympics.
That's
And then
beautiful, man.
It's like a sport. It's same. It doesn't matter if you win or lose.
Yeah.
You just like put your effort
100%.
100%, and if
Yeah.
you lose, that's what it is, right?
That's
and
what it is.
some people learn from their lose. Some people not, right?
Yeah.
So life is like a game and a sport.
Yeah, that's also true too. Because you're a person who always gives 100%, for whatever, like, you love. It could also be like work. It could be also like a love life. It could be also whatever, and emotions too. Like, let's say something happened.
Yep.
The initial reaction is sad, surprise, happy, like funny, or whatever the emotion, right? But that's something you cannot choose.
Yeah.
But how you react to the event happen, how you react, you can choose. So this is something I learned recently. I'm still working on it, like, a lot. When something happened to me, I try not to be obsessed with the one emotion.
Yeah.
Let's say something sad happened to me. Of course I feel sad first, but I also need to detach my sadness, because I can be sad. If I want to be sad forever, I can.
Yeah.
But that's not the life I want.
Yeah.
Right? So the most important thing for me is to just, try not to, like, obsess with one emotion. No feeling is final. So
no feeling is final.
no
Here we go.
feeling is final. Yeah. So yeah, I giving up. Give up, giving up.
Give up, giving up.
That's a very, very, very important quote, man. It's
Very
very
strong.
inspirational. It's very strong. but
Very strong
very
statement.
inspirational. Yeah.
It's quote, but at the same time, it's statement.
Statement. Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
I think we had a good conversation.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I think we should well, this is our first attempt sharing our inspirational quote for the
Maybe
first time in English version, but we could, like you said, we could do that again sometimes.
Yeah, and also we can ask
More consistent.
our listeners any favorite
Oh,
quotes.
yeah. Feel free to send us a DM about your favorite quotes. We will be happy to get
Future,
inspired
yeah.
again.
Get inspired again.
Please share your inspirational quotes or your favorite words or whatever. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Thanks for listening again. Very enjoyable. I think we did enjoy talking,
Yes.
sharing our quotes. But yeah, let me know what you think, and if you have anything that you want to share, please send us DM, and we'll be happy to see
and
it.
also please subscribe our channel.
Oh, that's true.
You can listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Yeah.
Amazon Music, maybe YouTube too.
Maybe YouTube too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all for now, and I'll see you in a month, right?
Yes,
Is it like
we should close with
our favorite? Okay.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Slow starters.
Thanks for listening. I'll
Thank
see you
you.
next time. Bye.